guys and gals, Never here from Drake Wayne Game, and it's something out toward the Gaming Drag today. I'm coming back at you to the Let's Play episode of Lust Shards, Tate's Path. Yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. Alright, children, there we go. I haven't seen any children around. How do wildfurs even reproduce? Our biology teacher did not care to teach us anything useful. The same as you. We need a male and a female, and the female will carry the baby for 17 moons until... 17? Sorry, that was a little loud. How long do your females carry it? 9 moons? Wow, no wonder there are so many more of them. As for the ones that are born but not matured yet, we have a separate part of the camp. The young have the highest levels of protection, and they are not allowed in these parts of the camp since, you know, breeding sessions. That makes sense. Our turn. A simple one. What is your age? I am 19 years old. Years? That is 12 moons for 1 year, remember? You taught me this. So, 19 would be 12 times 19? 12, 19... That is impossible to calculate. No, here's an easier method. How many moons is 10 times 19? Wait, don't tell me. You add nothing at the end, 0, so that's somehow it's supposed to make it 190? Correct! Now do times 19. It's 22 times 10, 2 times 9, 38? Correct again! Now add them. Add what? It's 158 moons, Ragnar. This math thing is too hard. In other words, Travis is not a cub, as we thought. Not even close. Yay? Even someone as sharp as Ragnar can be defeated with math. What do I want to know about? That's about it. I feel like we bonded further with these questions, and I know enough to say that I found your kind even more interesting and captivating than before. You are certainly more interesting than most people I met on my travels. That is a bigger compliment for me than you think. We continued to lazily feast while sharing stories. Some Nightfallen got dressed in big robes, covering their heads, then jumped over the table with powerful leaps to get to the empty space in the middle. Apparently entertainment has begun. Three of them danced to the music, fluttering their robes around while everyone else claps in rhythm with the music. I feel like a king whose gestures have been unleashed. The chief and Kusani seem to be the most entertained, thus the gestures pay special attention to them. Wish I were the one with put a big smile on that cat's face. It's now been a couple of hours since we got here. The arena battles already feel like an eternity ago. The remaining Nightfallen are either going straight back to their daily duties or finding empty huts to drain their lust in. The chief and his guards left the cat with a final goodbye, returning to his chamber. Eureka, Ragnar, and Ruth went urgently to investigate a trap that went off somewhere around the camp and will be back shortly. Only one fur remains playing an out-of-tune string instrument, slowly, emotionally. The silence and lazy energy is cut suddenly by the eccentric cat I grew to like so much. Taking coffee time. Hey, how was your feast? Eureka knocked it out of the park. I didn't think wild game could taste so good. Too bad fish kept us apart. Yeah, another reason they're my sworn enemy. I feel like I'm dreaming. Me too. Is your dream a good one? It's not a nightmare, that much I know. But this whole family thing, the prophecies and celebrations and feasts, it's so... unreal. Kind of. Speaking of, since we're alone for the first time we got here, what do you think of everything? I like it here. You do? Don't you? I think so, but you're the nature enthusiast with a wild step family around here, so it's a more important question to you. To be honest, I feel amazing. I feel free and like I finally found my purpose. Isn't your purpose and dream to be a hunter? That's different. I thought you were getting along well with Eureka and Ragnar, like, really well. Do you have second thoughts about them now? It's not that I dislike them, I think we should leave. We have to go home. What? Now? Yes, now. Okay, Killjoy, does a full stomach turn you ungrateful? I agree that the chief can be a bit weird and everyone is a bit overly joyful, but you can't not like them. They use slave labor. Is that what this is about? I knew you were keeping too quiet around it. You do realize that Lizard is a savage Nightfallen, right? In the wild, he wouldn't think twice before chomping your head off. Then how come he's doing everything he's told? A regular Nightfallen doesn't understand it when you tell him to go fetch some water. An alligator can be taught to do tricks. Doesn't mean you have to leave one to babysit your child. Damn it, Travis, are we seriously having this discussion? Are you seriously defending slavery? It's an animal, a Nightfallen. Do you even realize that these people who praised us, fed us, took care of us the whole day were still being hunted down by hunters when you were alive, living a pampered life in the city? You were already a toddler when the government protection service for wild first started, and that's only talking about our country. These people suffered so much in the past because of us. And you're trying to defend an even more primitive Nightfallen species? But of course you're defending whatever walks on two legs and has a dick. That's not... And another thing. If they're treating that other Nightfallen so horribly, then say it. Let me hear you say it. What do we do with savage Nightfallen we find in the wild, huh? I'm not hearing anything. We kill them for energy. I rest my case. They're clearly better than us in that regard. What's next? Mimics have rights to bear arms? Maybe that plant that attacked us just wanted a friend. I don't know much about the Nightfallen world. I was just a nerd that got lucky getting into this academy. But I know from today's experience, at least some of all that Nightfallen philosophy must be wrong. This guy deserves better. Guy? Trust me, there are people in our society who have it worse than that lizard. I should know. But, never mind, look. You do you. I do have the viewpoint that the world is not just black and white, so whatever you think about that situation, it's your opinion. Just don't get in trouble with my family, alright? I'm not going to stir anything, if that's what you're implying. I'm not a revolutionist. Good. In any case, was that the only reason you wanted me to go home? I just thought we might have overstayed our welcome. Don't you miss your other friends? Dallin, Aiden, Marina? I am with my family, Travis. I get it. Then I'll stay and... No! I mean, you don't have to. I'll only stay a little longer. If you want to go home, that's fine. I'll teleport you later. I just need enough magic to teleport us there, and then myself back. But you'll be here alone. Not alone, just without you. That simple statement, for some reason, hurt more than I thought it would. I'm happy, Travis. I just want to look past the bad, ignore the dark, and just smile until I can smile no more. It's kind of my life motto. I understand. My convincing was not the best. My points were too personal for him to care about. Is there anything in the world that matters more to me right now than making this cat happy? No. So I will bend to his wishes. Kavathi is going to wake up again soon, and I want to be there to feed him. I see. Well, I'll meet you later in the main camp, then. Yes, main camp. Don't venture too far. I'll be with you once I have enough magic to spend. See ya. See ya. I walked to said main camp, just in time for the trio to arrive through the main gate, empty-handed but not injured at least. Hey, what's with the trap situation? False alarm. It was one of the big Nightfallen traps we set, so we got a little excited. Even I wanted to be a part of that. Kusani where? He's waiting for Kavathi to wake up, so he can feed him some leftovers. So he's too busy to spend time with you. Yeah, kind of. Why? Komos! What? He wants you to come with us if you're free. We're going into the forest again to gather some plants, as well as wood for a new pyre and carpentry while we're at it. After such a feast, some of our tribe mates might be sick, but I'm kind of out of the needed herbs to treat them. My supply is a little low, as embarrassing as it is to admit, so I'll be looking for that. Ruth will carry the wood, and Ragnar is our pretty face. I will be your bodyguard, thank you very much. And that's what he likes to tell himself to feel useful. It'll be way more fun with you there. That is, if you don't have any other plans. In my mind, the response is almost instant. But can I afford to leave my friend alone here? Mind flies to the cat, sitting patiently and waiting for his wyvern friend to wake up alone. But he's not the only one on my mind. On the other end of the camp, the lizard slave is carrying a bucket of grains when someone's leg just so happens to get in his way, completely by accident for sure, making him fall and spill the bucket. A scene is about to happen. Maybe I should get away before that happens. With all that in mind, do I want to go with them? Actually, yeah, I'm curious about what this does. What does this do? Let's go with them and see what happens. I'd love to go. The camp is very quiet, and Kasani is busy, so a little adventure can't be too bad. Eureka clutches his herb bag excitedly while the other two grunt satisfied. No time to waste, then! He gets behind me and pushes me towards the gate, of course, with both hands on my butt. A gesture that I do not make a fuss about, even if there are no pants in the way to block the contact. Maybe that's why I don't mind it. I'm used to their ways already. Our little trip is peaceful and fun. I can definitely see how this trio became so close. Ragnar is kind of the jokester of the group, as well as the leader. Eureka is the pretty face and definitely brings the brains, while Ruth is the lovable goof, the himbo, if you may. I help Eureka collect some plants in a small ravine, while Ruth gets distracted by a snail on a leaf that is carrying an even smaller ladybug on its shell. What is Ragnar doing? Small tree. Old tree. He's looking for the smallest and oldest trees, some that are perhaps hollow inside or started to rot. We take those and use the bad parts for fires, and the good ones for carpentry. Ruth, over here, this one! The bear leaves the snail and ladybug alone with a final wave goodbye, before approaching a small tree Ragnar found. It is still larger than a regular tree, but not even half as big as the others. Whose job is it to bring the axe? Wasn't mine, was it? Heh, no, silly, look! Ruth takes a few good looks at the tree from all directions and punches it 5 times rapidly. The first one makes the bark fly away, the next 3 destroy the semi-withered wood, and the last one just to direct it into an empty part, not to damage other trees or anything important. Like me and Eureka. Wow. You're super strong, Ruth! He flexes smugly in response as I clap. Oh yeah? Well, watch this! Ragnar then uses his razor-sharp claws to chop all the branches off, so we are left with an empty trunk. He wanted to impress me with that move, but it takes him way too long to finish. Eureka, Ruth, and I start gathering wild flowers as we wait, making flower crowns for each other. We both give theirs to me. Eureka places his on my head, but Ruth's is a little big, turning into a necklace. Oh god! It's fucking Midsommar, Jesus. I still love it. I am left with 1 flower crown in hand, and 4 intense eyes watching me and each other. It's too small for you. Ruth, I should take it. Bracelet. I don't want them to fight, and I don't want to choose, so I do the most obvious thing. Here, for our hard-working leader. You've been going at it for the past 20 minutes. Have a flower crown. Thank you, Travis. It's beautiful. That's fair. We didn't even offer to help. Yes. Fair. Sorry. At least I got to properly sharpen my claws and practice some woodcutting magic. I didn't even know Nightfallen other than demons had magic. It's weak, but it's there. And not many have it. I'm 1 in a million. We should get a move on before we run out of energy before his ego inflates too much. You're right, love. That would not be great. The trunk of the tree is left where it is for now. It'll come another day, with tools and cut it into pieces for now. For now, the branches are more than enough. Ruth and Ragnar carry the wood back to camp while Eureka and I jump gleefully, holding elbows in front of them. We place our beautiful yet useless flower crowns where the wyvern's slumber space once was, as an offering. This should do it for today. Thanks for the help, Travis. I didn't help much. Scratch that. I didn't help at all. You were emotional support for our strong working men here. Ruth was concentrating on your behind more than the effort of carrying the wood. I look at the bear with a dazed, satisfied expression on and hints of a bloody nose. I was hoping the loincloth would have that effect on men. Hey, I think I'll go lay down for a bit. Are you not feeling alright? It's okay. Most of our tribe mates got rid of their lust after or before the feast. I didn't get to do that today at all. Oh, so that's the fatigue I've been feeling all this time. I completely forgot about it. Ruth tired, too. I'm sorry, Travis. I'm afraid we'll leave you alone for some time. Unless... Would you, like to join us, Travis? Join you? All 3 of you? Ruth doesn't say a word, but I can feel the earth shaking as he trembles with excitement at the thought. You don't have to, of course. But you would do us a huge favor. Your kind is very effective in getting rid of lust. Travis, hard there. The bear points at the piece of cloth hiding my junk, rising rapidly. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna pause it right there, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm going to give a quick shout out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank y'all for all you do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Cade Silverman. Thank you for going a bit above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you to our gold tier patron, Trezum Guy. You're awesome. We love you. Thank you for subbing to our ultimate tier. Anyway, if y'all want to get your names in the credits, get access to all of our not safe for work contents as little as $5. Alrighty, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!